5 new tricks focusing on all the questions of PTE reading section to get you to a 90 score. Every big channel videos will tell you skip the other questions. Only focus on both the fill in the blanks questions to score 90. But does that really help to achieve high scores? This is exactly what we are going to find out in this video, including the 5 new tips and tricks that you must implement if you are really aiming for a 79 plus score or a 90 score. Everyone, I am Anurag from Edutrainex PTE and I hope you all are doing great. You skip many modules of the reading section because the other videos tell you to do so. But are you really sure you can do perfectly well in the reading fill in the blanks questions to get you to your desired scores in the reading section? Hit subscribe and watch this video right till the end because I am going to show you many such mistakes that you are making in the PTE reading section and that are harming your chances to get a 79 plus score. Not only that, I am also going to show you 5 techniques to get to your target score easily. And like always, in the end, you will also see a link appearing in the video and you can use it to download all the materials that I am discussing in this video. If you go to YouTube on any fine day and search for PTE reading tips, and what does the big channel show you? Skip the multiple choice questions, skip the reorder paragraph questions, just focus on the 2 reading fill in the blanks questions. So these are some kind of problems that is hindering yourself to get to a 79 plus score because you are completely taking chances with only 2 types of questions. And what happens if you get some difficult questions? What happens when you need a little bit more time to spend and then also you are unable to solve those questions? In those cases, you are hampering the chances of getting to a 79 plus score. So let's see why students are failing in 2024 and even before because of these mistakes. Then we'll talk about the 5 new tricks and techniques that I want to show you. So the first important reason is skipping questions. People tell you skip the MCQs questions, skip the reorder paragraph questions. I know they contribute 1 point each for the MCQs and then around 6 points for reorder paragraph questions. So 8 to 10 points in total if you calculate the number of questions that you get in the exam. You are ignoring 10 points straight away, maybe more than that. So that is the number one reason you are only taking chances with the remaining questions, which is fill in the blanks. And then some students also fail to manage the time properly. So basically they are spending too much time on the first reading fill in the blanks questions and on the last reading fill in the blanks questions, and unwillingly they need to skip the questions and even they still don't have sufficient time or skills to do these 2 questions faster. So now the third reason of failure is because people don't know the meaning of the words that are given to them. The collocations and grammar knowledge is also essential because it can definitely help you to solve the questions faster. So now you know the reasons of failure. I will tell you in the end what is the quickest way to improve in the reading section, especially the fill in the blanks questions, which are the uttermost important, like everyone says on their YouTube channel. So that's definitely important, but let's talk about the lesser important details, how you can still do it quickly. I'm not asking you to spend a lot of time on these questions, but even 30 seconds of diligent, focused attention, you can get the answer using the steps that I'm going to show you. And then we'll move on to the most important questions, which is both the fill in the blanks questions. So let's see what is multiple choice single answer. You get 1 to 2 questions, so 1 to 2 points. What I'm asking you to do is only spend 30 to 40 seconds maximum. Do the question quickly. So instead of reading the passage first and then trying to read the question and then trying to find the answer, you're wasting a lot of time there. So read the question first. That is the first step you need to follow. Read the question, identify what you need. Identify the keywords in the question and then straight away find those keywords in the passage. And 90% of the time if you find the keyword, all the respective keywords given in the question, you will find the answer in the passage. And lastly, you use elimination and then select the best answer. Let me show you an example. So this is the question that is given to you. Don't read the passage straight away. Let's see what the question is. Modern medicine is mainly concerned with. So I know the keywords now. Modern medicine, and mainly concerned with. Now, you find this keyword in the passage. So you start scanning quickly, just looking for the keywords. You stop there. There may be multiple times that the keyword has been repeated, but you have to read those multiple sentences. Let's see what this is saying. Including patients and physicians pay very little attention to actual health, but give more emphasis to those who imagine they are ill. So now I understand what the sentence is saying. Let's see if the answer is saying the same thing. Promotion of good health, increasing efficiency in work, people suffering from imaginary illness, people suffering from real illness. This is the answer. Same thing what is being said in that sentence. You will definitely get these kind of questions in the exam. Some of the questions are a little bit more complex, like the central idea, opinion or inference. But if you get specific detailed question, do it straight away in 30 seconds. Don't skip it. That's the first technique to improve your reading scores. The next one is multiple choice, multiple answers. This has a longer passage, so people by default they get nervous. Skip them. But still, it's worth a try. So even if you are spending around 1 to 1.5 minutes, and if you are able to do the reading fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks a little bit faster, you can still get time for the multiple choice and reorder paragraph questions. It's all about time management. So you get 2 to 4 points in the reading section in total. If one question, minimum 2 points. 2 question, 4 points. So the fastest way to do or solve the multiple choice, multiple answer is read the question again, read the answer options, and then identify the keywords in the answer options. This time you don't need to look for the keywords in the question, but in the answer options. And then find those keywords in the passage is step number 4, and then try to relate it with the answer option. Is the passage saying the same thing as the answer? If yes, then tick it, otherwise eliminate it. Eliminate and then select. So choose at least one answer, and for the audience who are waiting for the reading fill in the blanks anxiously, we are shortly coming to that. Let's see one more example for the multiple choice, multiple answer. This is the strategy that can work fast for you. We have been trying the same approach. Our students are doing it in the exam and they have been getting better results in the exam. Many of them are crossing 79 in their first attempt. So let's say this is the passage given to you. It's a big passage. Just see the question. What is it trying to say? Which of the following statements are true about the plane crash? So you get an idea that this is going to be about plane crash. Now read the answer options. Ignoring regulated standards could have also led to plane crash. So ignoring regulated standards, you need to find these keywords in the passage. Let's try to scan the text quickly. You see, in this particular sentence from here till here, it says, so one can theorize that standards related to regulation procedure that are regulated by aviation law standards were not adhered, that means followed, and then hence caused the plane to crash. Theorize means could be, maybe, not 100% sure. It is saying the same thing and you can select the answer in this way. The next one, complex architecture of the plane led to the crash. Let's try to find out quickly where it is mentioned. Quick scan will show you the keywords. Complex architecture of the plane. Read the sentence. Therefore, the complex architecture of the plane and lack of attention by the engineers prevented the normal controlling process to be followed, blah, blah, blah. It's not talking about plane crash. So, you can eliminate this one. The next one. Engineers were careless in recognizing any damage. Now, the keywords here are engineers, recognizing damage, careless. Let's see if we can find the same sentence with the same meaning or not. We'll find the reference to the engineers and it is mentioned here. Lack of attention by the engineers prevented. We have already read this sentence. It doesn't talk about plane crash. It just talks about prevented the normal controlling process to be followed and allowed the negligence, but it doesn't say it led to the plane crash. So that can't be the answer. There is a second instance, which engineers did not notice any particular damages to the engine in this sentence. There was a regular maintenance plan, but they did not notice anything. But again, it doesn't say that it led to the plane crash. Were careless in recognizing any damage. true about plane crash. It is not saying they were careless. They did not find it. That doesn't necessarily mean careless. So you have to understand what is being said. The last one. Primary reason of the accident was engine serviceability was improperly controlled. Now these are the keywords. Again, start scanning. Investigation of the causes and concluded that the one of the primary reason was improper control of the engine serviceability. Right in the first sentence. See how much time it took for me. Or when you practice it using this approach, you will start doing it a lot faster. You can do it in 1 minute. Even if you are able to select one answer from multiple choice, multiple answer, that's perfect. So you get the point what I am trying to say here. Every drop in the ocean counts. Try to see if this works for you. If it works, it can do a little bit more addition to the required score that you need for the reading section. Now let's move to the important parts. More tricks that I wanted to talk to you about. You have learned 2 new tricks about the reading section, which you were ignoring until now. Let's talk about a few more. The more tricks on the reading fill in the blanks and the reading writing fill in the blanks require you to improve something in these areas. I'll share you the full plan shortly, but let's understand what is required. Collocation, vocabulary, and grammar. These things are really powerful when they help you to solve the questions. I have made a number of videos on grammar and vocabulary. Every month also I make videos on this. So you understand how important they are. And recently I showed you 5 exam questions with the help of grammar and collocation, how you can solve them in the fastest way possible. So let's look at the questions. If you are really interested to learn more about the grammar and vocabulary tips, please watch the appropriate videos. They are available on my channel. So what we need to do is, using the vocabulary and the grammar, I will show you it is a little bit more simpler to solve the questions in a proper manner. And grammar can help you to corroborate the facts. That means to help you identify the answers first of all, and then also verify that this answer is correct or not. Okay, let's begin. The UW course descriptions are dashed regularly during the academic year. Always try to understand the context as well. So what is it trying to say? Course descriptions are dashed regularly during the academic year. Retrieved regularly, responded regularly, limited regularly, or updated regularly. If you understand the context well and also understand the collocation here, update regularly is the word combination that is used very often. So update it regularly. That's how we found the first answer. Let's move on to the next one. All announcements in the general catalog and course catalog are subject to change without dash. Subject to change without notice. It's a very common collocation and very common way of usage. Change without notice. So if you're not aware of, have a note, make a note that this is very commonly used. And if you try any other words, it will not make sense according to the context. Change without fear, responsibility, any, not even making sense. And all the students have been dashed to check the website. What do you do to the students? All students are advised, advising, tested, testing. Now grammar can help you. Have been, you see these 2 words, have been, then you need a verb 3 here, which is past participle. Only 2 of them are available, so 2 can be eliminated. Advised and tested. Now use the context here. So what is the meaning here? Students have been advised is making perfect sense here. Advised to do something. Okay. Have been ing. Continuous is also a pattern. But in this case, have been doing something. In this case, the students have been advised, given to them. They are not doing something. So that's why ing will not make sense here. Okay. Just understand the flow of the grammar, the flow of the sentence. Students who were dash in the courses last year should get the updated catalog. Who were. Now another grammar pattern. Past tense, definitely past tense, we need it. So enrolled and only enrolled is there. So that's an easy one. Students who were enrolled, and you see how many word forms PTE has given you: enrolled, enrolls, enrolling, enrollment, directly from one root word, enroll. So there grammar can help you and meaning can also help you. So we found the 4th answer. And moving to the last one, the students cannot dash the university management for any missed information, cannot change the university management, cannot accuse, cannot announce, cannot blame. Charge. We cannot charge the university management. Charge. Definitely not making sense here. It's not talking about money. Cannot announce the university management. Announce something to the university management will make sense. So it's not fitting the grammar. Now only two words. Cannot blame or accuse university management for missed information. Now accused is a higher form of blame. So basically accusing is related to something bad. Okay, so accusing the management of missed information or blaming the management. So over here blame makes a better sense, not the highest form of blaming, which is accusation. So that's how you find the answers. Collocation, grammar, meaning, context, everything working together synchronously to give you the best answers. Now let's do another question for reading fill in the blanks and see how grammar can help you beautifully here. What is music? In one sense, this is an easy dash. What is music? There is a question mark in the end. It is an easy dash. Another grammar hint. This is a real exam question again. You can find it in the prediction files from this month or I think the last month. Easy dash. And easy. We need a singular word here and that too a noun, because easy is adjective and adjective comes before noun. So let's see. Easy volume is singular, question is singular, noun, target. Alright, intelligent is not knowledge. So out of so many words, now you have cut down to 4 options. It is an easy volume, it is an easy question, it is an easy knowledge, it is an easy target. What does make sense here? It's an easy question because the first sentence itself is what is music? It's an asking and question. It's asking a question. So straight away, that is how you select the answer using grammar and little bit of common sense. Now, even the least musical among us can recognize pieces of music when we hear them and name a few canonical dash. Few canonical. Now again, grammar is giving you some hint. Few means multiple, plural. So now again, canonical is adjective. So we need a noun, a plural noun. How many plural nouns are there? Classes is there, examples is there, only 2 of them. Now which one do you think makes more sense here? Few canonical examples, because we are talking about music and then we recognize something as example of something else. So not classes, we are not talking about category. So that's why examples is the third answer. Now music can increase performance, dash focus and improve concentration for everyone who practices music. Now you see, there is a grammar pattern here. Increase performance, improve concentration, adjective, noun, adjective, noun. So another adjective and noun combination. Focus is noun. We need an adjective here. Let's see how many adjectives we have here. Creative is an adjective. Enhance is an adjective. Intelligent is an adjective. Now which one do you think out of these 3? Creative focus, not making sense. Intelligent focus, again not making sense. We are talking about increasing the performance, improving the concentration. So enhancing the focus is making the perfect sense here. So using grammar and meaning, you can find the answers. Last one. Musicians who compose their own music are one of the most dash minds in the world. Again, grammar pattern. Creative minds. Minds is noun and adjective will come before noun because they describe the noun. So we have already chosen enhance, intelligent minds or one of the most intelligent minds. Now this is remaining and this is remaining. Which one do you think is the better answer? Write in the comments below. But according to me, most creative minds, because music, art, anything related to art side or music are being considered as creative people. So creative minds in the world, that is your 4th answer. And that's how you see how meaning, collocation, grammar can work together to help you solve the reading fill in the blanks questions again. Okay, so now you have learned 4 important tricks and tips for improving your reading scores. Absolutely above 79 and you can also reach 90. The last one is time management. So let's talk about how much you should be spending on these questions. Because if you are just following the advice from other videos, you are just focusing on these two areas, reading fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks. 15 minutes you are going to spend here and remaining 15 minutes you are going to spend here. The remaining questions you are just going to skip. But if you are following this particular technique where you are trying to increase your chances for success in the reading section, is you have to spend around 30 to 40 seconds. If you get the gist, if you get the idea of how to solve these questions, you can finish it in 30 seconds. The single answer questions. Multiple answer questions, try to finish it within 1 minute. Even though I have written 1.5 minutes here, is sometimes you get a complex one. And if you 100% want to try that question and attempt it successfully, this will be the amount of time that you will need. It will still be able to manage itself because this is the amount of time you are spending on the other questions. Now, reorder paragraphs can be tricky as well. So for multiple choice, multiple answer, if you want to hurry, then you spend less than 1 minute or 1 minute to find at least one correct answer, and then you move to the next section. Don't ignore the reorder paragraphs completely. Spend a little bit of time. All you need to do is recognize the topic sentence, the independent one, and then follow the sequence. It will tell you some kind of story. I have another videos on reorder paragraphs so you can watch and understand how it is solved in detail. The remaining time, yes, these are the two most important modules in the reading section. So that's why you should be spending most of your time. So reading fill in the blanks, every question you can spend around 2 minutes, and reading writing fill in the blanks you can spend around 2 to 2.5 minutes if it is a difficult one. Some questions you can straight away do with collocations and with the help of grammar. Some questions are context based. So in order to get there, you need to spend a little bit more time to understand what the meaning of the words are, if it is making sense in the context or not. So those kind of questions are the complex one and sometimes take a little bit longer. But the easier ones, you should be doing it quickly. So if you are in this category where you don't understand the questions or you don't understand the meaning of the words in the questions, then even if you spend 1 hour on the one section, which is reading fill in the blanks or reading writing fill in the blanks, you are still going to get same amount of score, because spending more time on those questions doesn't mean that the words will start making sense to you automatically. So the skill you are lacking here is vocabulary and grammar. So let's talk about what are the fast ways to improve your vocabulary and grammar. So for people who don't have enough time, just 15 days, 1 month, and you still want to improve your reading scores, try to improve your vocabulary. Pick up the prediction files from any website, from our website also available. Go through the last 3 to 6 months of prediction files. Go through the questions of reading, writing, fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks. Learn all the words, not just the answers, but also appearing as the options. And you will be surprised that within different prediction file, you will see those words appearing here and there. So the words are getting repeated, even though the questions do not get repeated most of the time, but words will be. It's always easy when you know different words, new words. So you identify the collocation, keep learning those words, maintain a dictionary, make it in Excel sheet or write it in Notepad, whatever works for you. Keep adding vocabulary to your memory bank, and that will help you to improve your vocabulary faster. To improve on your grammar, you can watch the grammar shortcut videos that we have been sharing, as well as you can also watch the monthly vocabulary videos that we have been sharing specific to these two questions, which is the words that are appearing more often in the reading fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks. And don't forget about the read aloud questions, which is also a major contributor to your reading section, but this is not a focus of this video. We have another set of videos focusing on the speaking section where we also talk about read aloud. You should be watching that, but definitely don't go for the one-liner technique if you want your reading scores to be higher. Reading is a tough section and we need to spend a lot of intense time to master every element that is required for a good score. Don't ignore anything and attempt everything, but in a faster manner is what you exactly need to practice. And don't forget about the read aloud from the PT speaking section, which is also a heavy contributor to your reading scores. Watch this video and master the read aloud techniques. And if you are losing hope with the exam, please enroll for a course with us under my teaching directly, and you will definitely improve to pass your reading section. Keep watching Edutrainex with comments and like, and I will soon be back with another even more interesting video on the PT topics. See you soon.